Okay, so getting on to the tyre management test. As you can see, we've started it and it's going pretty bad. Right from the get-go. 2 laps in, on this third lap, just lose everything. Like I'm slipping around, just trying to keep control of it. I should have really braked to make sure that I could like survive practice, but obviously didn't. And thinking I was just trying to keep going, keep doing it, but I didn't think it was that bit of a slide, but obviously it was, because it's going to barriers, and that's made us lose it.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top 3. Raikkonen, Rosberg and Daniel Ricciardo. That's it for practice then. We'll see you again soon.
So getting into practice 2, I've done
all the cars are now over the
qualifying, the practice sessions, I mean, and then I just end the session.
Ricciardo. Thank you for joining us for free practice
I come
today.
10th there
We'll
on the
be back with
Ultra
more Formula 1.
Like 700ths of a second slower, faster than Palmer. But then practice 3 we go into literally. There's so many grid penalties. I can tell you why this was, because literally on the first lap the cars go out, they go really slowly, and on the back straight they don't go off the racing line enough, so the cars just plow into the back of them, and basically that's what happens, and there's a load of grid penalties because of that. I didn't do tyre management, but I did the other 2, so that's fine. Got that done.
Raikkonen, Vettel,
and look,
and Lewis
10 positions,
That's
10
it for
positions.
practice, then. We'll
So
see you
literally,
again soon.
Roman Grosjean and Ericsson are at the top, but they're going to be like 22nd easily, because they're not going to get in the top. Well, they could get in top 12, so, but they're at least going to be like 20th or something like that. They're going to be very, very low at the back. So yeah, there's some other grid penalties as well, but they were the 2 main ones that I saw.
Hi, it's Emma. Your qualifying goals came up in the board meeting this morning. Here's what to expect.
Okay, so qualify 13th, beat Perez, beat Palmer. Okay, that's not, it's the usual kind of thing, I think, for it to be. And I've got an engine upgrade coming, so should be all good. The engine upgrade will really help us actually on the straights of the next few races, like Silverstone, and you know, after that it'll be Hungary, and then it'll be Spa. Spa has a very long straight, so for Spa that will very much help, with the 2 massive straights on that, and just going through all the stuff, like looking at what the tutorials were and stuff. I did it before, but sometimes just have another look.
This Saturday afternoon, where qualifying is about to start here in Austria. So sit back and enjoy the afternoon session. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
I think that's my car there, it could be. I think it was. But anyway, coming around first lap, that second to last corner, that last bit of the section is really slow for me. I don't know why, I'm just not good at staying in 5th and just taking it around as fast as the AI. Don't know why that is, I just can't do it really. But this part here, just keeping the pace up there is very hard, and keeping it from like not oversteering is very hard. But anyway, on the 6th lap, go much quicker English, and go 1 minute 11.8 on the 8th lap there, and 8 laps on the ultra soft. Look, just on the 8th lap after that, I just start weaving across the line, nearly hit Perez just before the line, and I come 15th, which is not good at all. Actually, it's alright, I get through, but coming 15th, so not the best, is it? Let's be honest. But hopefully I can improve in Q2. Hopefully the track's rubbered in a bit. You know, conditions are still good, So I'm just going to go on the littlest amount of fuel possible, which I didn't do on my Q1. I think that was kind of the reason why I didn't get a good lap, because I had so much fuel, and by the time I got rid of that fuel, the ultra softs were gone. They were non-usable really. Anyway, coming across into that DRS zone there, you know, going a 1 minute 10 on the first lap, so just warming up the tyres really, first or second lap there. Still just like, anyway, just on that next lap, on the second lap, I was just like, I've got no time, literally not even close, really, so I back off and just allow myself to go back in the pits, see what's happening, and go back out later if I need to, which probably will. It may be a second faster, about a second faster than Q1, but everyone else is getting quicker, in the sense that it's Q2, you know, the people that were on maybe a super soft tyre, because they didn't really need to use the ultras to get into Q2, or are now using either going quicker on the super soft because they realise they need to go quicker, because everyone else is getting quicker, or they are on the ultra softs now and so will be going much quicker than they were before. Anyway, in 5th here, go down to 7th, basically, and 5 minutes ago I'm in 7th, which I think is pretty decent. I don't know how people are beating me here a lot more, and I'm going to 8th, and it's right at the end of the session I come 8th, which is absolutely amazing. Which I don't know how. It was a second better, but even with that, I don't think I would have got. Oh, I would have got that much. But anyway, using the given tyre that was given to us by whoever, the FIA or whatever, gave us a set of tyre for Q3. They give everyone a set, just a set of ultra softs for the end, and we come 8th in Q3. So Q2 we qualify 8th, and Q1 we Q3 we qualify 8th, with Massa behind us again. Same as qualifying 2 basically, for us really. So yeah, shows we've got consistent pace there. Like, we can just keep doing 1 minute 10 qualifying laps if we need to on the ultra soft, but the ultra soft, I don't think it's going to be a very good race tyre, honestly. We got some resource points there, so we got 396 there, which will help us to a next upgrade, which I don't know what it'll be. I'm just going to look what I can afford really, and see about it. Just have a cheeky look at what do I think needs to be done. See, I could make my car very fast like a Mercedes, or I could go downforce in trying to make it like a Red Bull kind of car, where it's got very good through the corners and not so good on the straights. Straight away, or I could even everything out.
Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So 11th, beat Perez, beat Palmer, place 16th for hiring championship, which should be alright, fine. Really, 11th, I'm in 8th at the minute on the grid, and we came like top 10 last time. We came about 4th, I think it was, in Baku. So I don't think it'll be difficult. I think it will be. I think people will pass us probably. You know, there's some fast. Like Massa probably will pass us. He's probably better on his tyres. My tyre management is shocking. Let's be honest. So. And I'm not that much faster than him, so I'm thinking that he's probably going to pass me, because I just haven't got the pace with tyre management.
Many great things: apple strudel, Mozart, Niki Lauda. Oh, and of course, one of the finest high-speed racetracks on the planet. We're right in the thick of the season now, and the championship battle is hotting up. But if there's any race that stands to rip up the form book, it's this one. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2, as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. Anthony Davidson joins me to talk you through the action here today at what is quite an unusual racetrack, wouldn't you say, Ant?
Yeah, it's quite an odd layout around here. The thing about Austria is that it's a harder circuit to master than what really meets the eye. On top of that, it's a low grip surface, and that means that your small mistakes end up being punished, and it's very easy to slide wide into the runoff area and lose a huge chunk of time. Luckily, because it's such a short circuit though, you have plenty of opportunities to perfect the lap.
Aim to finish 11th or higher today.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and Ricciardo, Bottas, and a Renault, Massa, and Jenson Button, Kvyat, Alonso, Sergio Perez, and Hülkenberg, Sainz, Palmer, Rio Haryanto, and Pascal Wehrlein, Gutierrez, and Nasser, Marcus Ericsson, and Roman Grosjean starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So it looks like a 2 or 3 stop. No rain, which is good. This track I find hard enough. Without the second 2 corners in the rain, I don't think I would be able to cope. But anyway, personalised and projected, it doesn't really show how bad I am at time management. I literally can't manage tyres on this track, or mostly any track that I've went to. But anyway, just skipping through the formation lap, trying to warm up them tyres. Okay, lining back up onto the grid. Ricciardo straight dead in front of us and sit. You know, we're sandwiched by Williams, which is okay. So we should get quite a lot of slipstream from Ricciardo here. Anyway, we have Massa coming up our inside. Ricciardo goes for a move on Hamilton. He's going very slowly. We back off a bit. But anyway, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Hamilton, they're all like, I don't know, I think it's 2 Red Bulls that hit. Verstappen just loses so much pace. Ricciardo on super soft tyre. That's why he's in 6th. I was wondering that. He's on the less, you know, the slower tyre, really. And he just, better for his strategy though, really. I wish I was on the super soft. But anyway, get past Hamilton, and I'm getting past everyone here. Rosberg just getting past him, and there are 2 Ferraris at the front are just battling. You know, Rosberg was battling with them a second ago, which allowed me to catch up. Anyway, since they've been battling around that corner, Vettel has just been left. No, you know, got an amazing thing around that, amazing traction off the corner, and he had basically nothing. I don't know what happened. Anyway, 5th lap, I'm still in 2nd here, and just going to the pits. Ricciardo was miles in front of me by that point. I was never catching them if they weren't fighting, but it's good that I could like literally keep in 2nd and get away from some of these markers here. And Bottas, who started in front of us, is now behind us in the and he's did his pit stop, so that shows we're already like about 1 place up, really. Probably a few more actually, but anyway. Wehrlein on the softs here, just go flying past him. And then we see Massa here, who is the guy who qualified behind us in 18th now as we pass him. And then there's Hamilton dead ahead of us, who we passed, who was in 4th, I think, 4th on the first lap.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre.
And we get section part 2 of the lap, just getting a purple there. And Daniel Ricciardo going very, like, we caught up to him, but he's obviously, that obviously worked, the undercut worked quite well actually. Well, it didn't work quite well, we didn't come out in front of him, but we're just following Hamilton really through the whole pack. But Daniel Ricciardo, I don't know why, I thought he was a bit faster than that. You know, he came 6th on the super soft, so he should have been a bit better than that.
Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead.
I mean, Hamilton obviously get past NASA, so we're just going to try and pick off NASA now. But look at this, look, they're fighting ahead. Hamilton and NASA are fighting ahead, and Daniel Ricciardo is now coming back at us. What I say about is, oh, and I get hit at the rear by Daniel Ricciardo. We don't understand just my normal braking point really. But anyway, Ericsson and I don't know who that is. Ericsson and Hamilton, I believe, are fighting. Anyway, NASA went, but NASA was there, so he must be in front of Hamilton now, somewhere, or he's like just, you know, behind us. But anyway, get past Ericsson. But anyway, on this 13th lap, Daniel Ricciardo showing his pace now, just going straight past us. But Red Bull isn't the best on top speed. Anyway, we just get him down the inside. A bit cheeky that one with a dive bomb down the inside. Anyway, 14th lap, Rio Haryanto in 11th, coming up to him. And we're going to pass him there, but realise that he is not giving us any room. You know, he's just going straight into, like, diving deep into that corner. Not deep, but like straight into the corner, which you really need to do to get most speed around there. And he just didn't really care about where we were, but we got past him. Daniel Ricciardo gets past us there as we're going into the pits, which is kind of good that we kept him behind us, because when we can kind of do an undercut on him. But look at this, not very good. Really coming into the pit lane, it's going straight over the grass, can't control the car. But we get it under 50 and we're okay. We've changed tyres anyway, so it doesn't really matter about the tyres. Going on to the super soft.
Release.
2.8 seconds there, not a very good pit stop. But you know, what can you do? You know, sometimes they have good or bad days. You know, sometimes they give you a 2-second pit stop. Sometimes it's a 3. You know, that second's a lot of time. But you know, every team has good and bad days with pit stops, so can't really complain. Button, just get past Button there in 20th. Anyway, Gutierrez up next, going past him. You know, and people are pit, so Massa's pit, obviously.
1.7 seconds.
And we get the best first sector there of the thing by about like 200ths of a second. Anyway, Pascal Wehrlein coming up there next. And I think I got past him there, and then Rio Haryanto there. It's going very, very slow for some reason. He just took it weirdly, like didn't want to go off the track, and nearly came back on us. So we get past Palmer there, our teammate, just go straight past him. But anyway, Bottas is in front of us. I think he may have not have pit. I think he's still on the set of soft tyres that he was on before, maybe. But anyway, here we go. Here's a battle that Renault would hate. The two teammates just passing each other, you know, just hindering my race really. But anyway, like, Palmer gets past me, and then Massa does. Massa, who qualified behind us, and Palmer, who qualified behind us, are both in front of us, showing that tyre management is quite key.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
But anyway, yeah, these super softs are about dead, honestly. But anyway, he got past Massa there, just clipping his side pod, I think, and just luckily keeping it there. But anyway, Palmer just getting away from us now because of all the fighting we're doing with Massa and Verstappen behind. Oh, and he hits in front of me there. And look, this is why Palmer's getting past us, because it's 77% on the front left tyre. And then look, Massa's there. And he gets past us there, he just gets so much more traction. Anyway, there's a yellow flag, and Perez is out of the race. We're just looking back at this now, and you can see that he has an engine blowout. Just goes, and safety car's deployed. It's going into lean, and I go on to the. I realised a couple races ago. Anyway, Verstappen can go past me there. I got a puncher on the right back tyre, but it's under safety car, so I'm losing one. I'm going to lose that spot anyway. It's not like he's going to get miles ahead of me because I'm going to catch up to the safety car. And that was perfect coming into the pit set, absolutely perfect. Just getting under the 50 miles per hour, so like 49. That was perfect. And back on the super softs, and hitting under the safety car really helped us because people who are doing 2 stops are going to have older tyres, but we basically got a free pit stop there. We kind of want to come out in front of this next person who is their line, and we do, which is very good. And then we just got to catch up to the pack. Rio Haryanto going very slowly here, and then we resume racing there. And we just go, and a bit of delay from me there. Now you get past him. Anyway, next lap, 31st lap. This is the point where I'm just trying to catch him. People on the old soft tyre, just catching them, going straight past them. Felipe Nasr, just getting straight past him, and just getting a fastest first sector there by about 3 tenths, which is quite a lot, showing that we got the pace to get past Ericsson and get into 11th and make sure that we please our team and we get fastest lap of the race there. 1 minute 12 dead. It's very good lap, and it's on the super soft, so it's only like 1-2 seconds off the ultra soft. I think I'm on rich here anyway. It's off the qualifying pace. Super softs are not too bad really. They wouldn't have got us into Q2, but they're alright for the race. They're better for the race. Anyway, get past Ericsson there. Activate DRS, and look at this. Absolutely loads of people. I don't know what's happening. Haryanto going very slowly. I don't know why he is. Just getting past some back markers here. And look, just hitting Button, who's in 21st or whatever, miles back, and Haryanto miles back for no reason at all. Haryanto might be there, but I don't know why Button's there. Come 13th in the race, which is not good for an 8, but
I can't say I'm happy with how today went, but I'm sure you
it's one of our worst races really. It's not one of our best races, and we tried our best, and the time management which wasn't
Great
there.
effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
And look here, Toro Rosso
And now let's
on the
take a look
podium.
at the
Daniel
driver's champion,
Kvyat
Vettel, who moves
beats
further
the
ahead at
person
top of
who
the
took
table.
took
Moving
over
on
his
to the
position,
driver of the day then,
Max
Anthony
Verstappen,
Davidson. Who would you
showing
vote
that
for?
Red Bull shouldn't
Fernando
really done
Alonso,
that, showing he's got the pace
wherever
really.
he is, whatever team he's in, when is he not just brilliant? He'll give you a performance every time.
It's
just
crazy,
like he's done
that
today.
is.
On to the constructors then.
Fiat,
Ferrari
we're
extend their
very,
lead at the top
you know,
of the championship.
Red Bull so much
Meanwhile,
better.
Toro
You know,
Rosso's strong
it's
weekend allows them to
Toro
continue
Rosso
their march up the
basically
table. After all that
the-
excitement, it's time for a lie down, I
the
think.
baby of the Red Bull team. It's absolutely beating everyone. Except from Ferrari, who came first, second, with Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen on the podiums, showing that they have the pace really to rival Mercedes and everyone Red Bull. And that's just showing you that my third sector was just not there, not at all. Couldn't do anything. Third sector, them last two corners were the worst thing ever. I can't do them. But anyway, still having 9 in the thing, and then just showing my career score. The next race will be Silverstone, episode 10, and I will see you there.